you ever left your home, you make it about a mile away, and then the thought hits you, did I close the garage door? And now you got to drive all the way back? Today, we have the solution for you. Welcome to the Garage Authority Podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Phillips, and today, coming back, the Prince of Garage Doors, the one and only Luke Martin with the guns out. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? Happy to be back.
I don't know if people know this, but Luke used to be an average-built man. And
that's generous.
Average-built man. And I was just like, oh, that's just Luke. And then he found his wonderful wife.
Yeah.
And he said he wants a six-pack before they got married in the wedding. And I watched the craziest transformation in like 3 months.
Wow.
In 3 months. And then...
some exaggeration there.
And then I saw him on the beach, and now I wear shirts when I swim. That's... I do that now. It was incredible. And the fact you're still maintaining it, too.
Not quite as well.
Not quite as well.
The wedding was a very powerful motivator, and six-pack's a little slightly hidden right now. But still... a much different, healthier lifestyle, for sure.
Yeah. Do you feel so much better now that it's like there's no going back?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I would never go back. And in fact, you know, a lot of the things I do today, I never would have dreamed that I would do. I just ran like my first race a couple weeks ago.
Oh, right. How far was it?
A 10K.
10K?
Yeah.
That's still far.
And then I just signed up for a half marathon. So.
Oh, now we're addicted to running?
A year ago, I couldn't even run a mile. And I hate running, and I still hate running to this day, but I do it pretty much every day.
I hate running, and it's the only athletic thing I'm good at. And I absolutely despise it.
Yeah, I know I'm not good at it. I just do it.
I couldn't run a mile 2 weeks before going to boot camp when I went into the military. I also lied about having asthma as well, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get shipped across. We're gonna get shipped across the country and do just fine with this."
What's the worst that could happen?
And I remember going there, and I ran my first mile at some point during the first week where they just want to see where you're at.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and it sent me into an asthma attack, and I was so scared to show everybody. And I was the type of kid to where I had to have an inhaler on me at all times, and I would go through an inhaler or two a week, like my entire life. And I don't know why it was smart, but I just remember trying not to wheeze in front of them, and I would lay in my rack at night, and I would stay awake all night because it would make my asthma worse. And then, you want to know what happened? 2 weeks after not having an inhaler, haven't had asthma since.
Oh, that's crazy.
And now I can run and do whatever I want. I could sit on the couch for 6 months, can still go bust out 5 miles whenever I want to.
Well,
it's this craziest thing ever.
I can't do that.
Yeah, but you can also... I'm always going to be like tiny, but you can get there.
No, you're good.
This is as big as I'm going to get. But the real reason we brought you on today, my friend. There is something that you've been preaching to every technician at A1 Garage Door, and I feel like you need to do this for your sanity. And I feel like clients need to know the importance of smart garage doors and features.
Yeah.
Because I work in the industry, so I know how cool it is. So cool that I have it on my own house, right? The MyQ experience. Mm-hmm. But whenever it comes to smart garage door openers and what's worth it and what's the hype, because I go to some clients and they go, that's just a bell and whistle.
Yeah.
I go to some clients and they say, that's going to change my life immediately. So we just want to put it all on the table for everybody to hear what is being offered. So what's the most useful smart feature in today's garage doors?
I think the basic MyQ functionality, which has been out, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 years now.
10 years.
I remember when it first came out, it was like Travis and I had been like talking about like some of these features like auto close or like being able to like close your door remotely from somewhere,
right? Or
get alerts when your door opens and closes. Like that functionality has been out for quite a while now, but it's super powerful.
Yes.
And it's funny because at our house, my wife's like, you always leave the garage door open. And I was like, fine, you know what? I'm putting in a new opener and I'm setting the auto close feature for 5 minutes. Problem solved. Done. And she's in the garage the other day, and it starts beeping and going off and closing. She's like, what is happening? I was like, it's auto-closing. In case I forget to close it, it'll close by itself, right? That alone is like great for like a smart feature, because how often do we forget to close the garage door, or you push the button and you thought it closed but it didn't close
All the time.
You know, so I think that basic functionality of just getting a smart opener that has those basic features, you know, or you're traveling. If you travel a lot and you have people come watch your dogs or watch your home, being able to open and close it for them and know like when they're coming in and out. You know, I think there's just like simple things that aren't like super techy. You don't have to, you know, go above and beyond. But there are a lot more cool features now.
Right.
You know, and as the product line continues to expand, it really is starting to go outside just your garage door. You know, they now have cameras.
Yes.
So you can see what's going on in your garage door. You know, I think one of the coolest features is who doesn't get Amazon packages, right?
Everybody.
And who's not, you know, skeptical about porch pirates coming up and grabbing those packages off the patio or the porch or by the front door. Well, there's a solution for that, right? Amazon, it's called Amazon Key, partners with Chamberlain in the MyQ technology. They will deliver the packages right into your garage door. You know, and then the next question from consumers is typically like, well, how do I know they're not going to go in my house? Like, okay, we have the camera monitoring it.
Right.
But now, very soon, Chamberlain's going to have door locks. So you put one on from your garage into your house, so when the Amazon driver opens the door, it locks the door, right, in case it's not already locked. So there's stuff like that that is coming and trying to...
That's huge.
...kind of alleviate the homeowner concerns around, like, letting someone in your garage. But, I mean, I use Amazon Key. I think my wife owns part of Amazon because there's literally 6 packages showed up yesterday. And I'm like, what are we doing here? But, you know, but they're delivered into the garage.
Right.
And it's convenient. You never have to worry about the package disappearing, which is awesome. You know, then they're also expanding, you know, everybody's sort of like Ring doorbell, right? Yeah. And I think something that happens in homes is we get like a Ring doorbell, then we get like a Nest thermostat, and then we get, and then you got 18 different apps that you're trying to manage your house with. Well, the MyQ system is really expanding into all of that. So you can have your garage door opener. They have outdoor cameras. They have doorbells. They have door locks. You have indoor cameras. So you can, you know, do your whole system on one platform. And the technology is really incredible. You know, one of the you know, frustrations or pain points I hear about Ring, I've never had one, is the number of alerts you get.
Yeah.
You know, so if your husband is out there mowing the lawn, right, and the wife's inside, every time he passes by the doorbell, it's like alert, 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 alert. So, you know, Chamberlain's really solved this with their technology, what they called event stitching. So if, you know, let's say your kid is coming home from school and they walk by the camera on the front corner of the house, then the doorbell, and then the video keypad, and then into the indoor camera. Well, it takes all those events and doesn't give you an alert for each one. It says, your son's home. Right?
Dude.
So it's one alert.
Yeah.
Right? So it's really cool technology. The other thing that they have, which is super exciting, is like the facial recognition. So let's say your door's open and someone starts approaching your house and it doesn't recognize the face, automatically close your garage door, automatically lock your doors. Or vice versa, you're walking up to the door with like a bunch of groceries in your hand, right?
Right.
It recognizes your face, it'll unlock the door and open it for you. You know, so just like...
That's amazing.
Technology, you know, you can go as far as you want,
right,
or you can kind of limit it. And it's very flexible. And I think what we've done that not a lot of garage door companies have adopted yet, and I think the best ones across the country will, is getting outside the garage a little bit.
Yeah.
And getting into the cameras and getting into that aspect of it and helping support the client through that. You know, so much so that, you know, we've partnered with Chamberlain in a big way where, you know, our members, you know, we have a great membership program that a lot of our customers take advantage of, and there's a health monitoring service. So, you know, we get updates. You know, if your door has an error alert, you know, we will know. So we can proactively reach out and either, hey, super simple fix, John, let me help you walk you through this over the phone. Looks like you got a trash can in front of your sensors. You know, no need to worry or stress or call us out. You know, we'll help you take care of it. Or something more serious happens.
Yeah, a forces issue or something.
We can proactively understand what the error is and what it's going to take, and we'll know, hey, we need to get a technician out.
Yes.
To help you, or we can help you over the phone. Let's not waste any time getting a technician out. So, you know, it's about being very proactive about the safety and security of the garage door, and really the safety and security of the home.
Right. And also what we've been able to do lately, and maybe you could get more into the details of this, is, you know, MyQ, there's, basic features that you can do, and then if you want to get to like a premium features of the MyQ, and going through us in the garage doors, we can provide those features. How long do we provide that up to now?
Yeah, so in all of our new door packages right now, and this isn't like a one-time promo, this for the foreseeable future, this will be happening, is we're including what we call a MyQ bundle. So depending on the package, you're going to get at least a video keypad, potentially some outdoor cameras, some indoor cameras, the doorbell, a door lock, and then you'll get a 2-year subscription to their premium service, right? So that will give you video storage,
right?
So if something happens, if you don't have the subscription, the video is just real time. You can go and look at it, but it's not stored anywhere,
right?
This will give you video storage. It'll also give you access to features like the event stitching and more customized alerts. The opening and closing of your doors, the Amazon key. Some of those other features. And so we're including a 2-year subscription,
2 years
at no additional cost. Yeah,
that's amazing.
And really, we're not even charging extra for the MyQ bundle. We want to get behind the technology in a big way because we believe in it. So you buy a new door system from us that includes a new opener, you're going to get that. Now you don't have to take it,
right?
But it's not costing you anything extra. So why not take advantage? And for us, it's we believe in the future and where the industry is going, and we want to be a big part of that. So we're trying to support that in a big way and let our customers win.
Do you have any insider information on the future of that tech at all?
Nothing that I could necessarily disclose right now.
But there's something.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm asking the president if aliens are real. I can neither confirm or deny these things.
I think some of the frustrations with the current technology is battery life or having to hardwire things.
Yes.
So for like outdoor cameras, for example, you can either run really long wires to the closest outlet, plug it in, drill through the house. You can do a battery-operated one. You got to pull the camera down every 2-3 months, plug it in for like 5-6 hours to charge it, and then put it back up. Not super convenient, right?
Right.
So coming soon, there'll be solar panels that you can put on the camera, so it just charges the battery automatically. So that's a nice feature where you don't have to run wires. Because most houses that we go to are pre-existing. They're not pre-wired for this stuff.
Yeah.
So, running those wires could either, it's hard to conceal them. It's hard to find the closest power source. So, that solar panel is a big one. The door locks should be coming out this month or next month that we talked about. So those aren't quite out yet. But, that'll be a nice tool as well. And I think partnerships with Walmart and, outside of Amazon, getting your groceries delivered, into your garage, into a fridge in your garage, having the cameras be able to know what you need to, maybe even auto order the groceries from Walmart based on what's in your fridge. So I think the possibilities are endless. I don't know when or how some of that comes to fruition, but there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to continue to advance with the ultimate goal of like, how do we make the consumer's life easier?
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I went grocery shopping.
Especially
maybe that's because my wife does it. But
no, we got a new baby at home. Everything has to come to the house now.
It's delivered.
Yeah.
And imagine if you take that one step further and, how many people have refrigerators in the garage?
Yeah.
I would say 60% of our clients, pretty common that they have.
Whenever I was a kid, that was status for me. In the Midwest.
Second refrigerator?
The second refrigerator in the garage. I was like, one day when that happens, I know I made it.
We made it.
I made it when I got the second refrigerator in the garage.
But yeah, so rather than just dropping the groceries at your front door, they get in your garage and they restock your fridge for you.
Yeah.
Now, it's not for everybody, right? But I think there is a large group of people that would like that.
Yes.
There's probably a group of people that's like, I don't want people in my garage. Totally fine. And that's why it's like, it's not mandatory, it's optional.
Right.
And it's like, how do we put these options in front of clients? And really, I think it's about educating them on what's available and what's possible is the most important thing. I think this is where some garage door companies, don't do a great job is even just helping the customer get connected to the MyQ app, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything. Just to get the basic features, just helping them register the account. And this is something that I'm very passionate about our technicians doing and that we train in our academy is, let's go the step beyond and make sure you get the basic functionality that comes with your unit at no additional cost.
Right.
Or at least tell you about it and you decide if you want it or not. But we're willing to spend the extra few minutes at the customer's house to get them set up on it. Where others might view it as, well, I'm a garage door guy. That has nothing to do with the garage door. And they just kind of draw a line at where technology steps in and the mechanical aspect of the garage door ends.
Right.
And I think we're trying to build a deeper relationship with our clients and a better customer experience to say, look, we can adapt, we can grow, we can learn, and we can train. That's all this takes, right? We have to learn how the technology works. What are the roadblocks of helping customers do this? How do we overcome it? And then how do we train our people on how to execute on it? And that's something we're always willing to invest in.
You might not have an answer for this, but besides MyQ, obviously we're big MyQ fans. The fact that, like you were talking about earlier, where it's Nest, it's this security system, all these different apps, it's getting to the point where it's one app, one click, you're good to go for all these options.
Yeah.
Being A1, we do get approached by other titans in the industry and other technology companies.
Sure.
Has there ever been a technology company that's come to us with a feature or something like that that you believe is not worth the hype as far as the technology? Or a feature?
Interesting question. I think the majority of technology people that approach us isn't usually technology for the client. It's technology to help us run the business. And I will say most of it's useless. Some of it's really good, right? But most of it is not. But I think there's still a benefit to the client, right? Because if we can be more efficient or more aware, we can serve our clients better.
Right.
Right? So if we can always be available to answer the phone, right? So we can only hire so many agents. If they're all on the phone, having a customer on hold is not a great customer experience, especially if it's hey, my car's stuck in the garage, I'm trying to do this or that. We want to be able to serve our customers best. So, you talk about virtual agents. I can talk to somebody now, I'm not on hold, and a virtual agent can help you do just about anything a real agent can do right now. And they're getting a lot better. I think of the old, not to throw anybody under the bus, the Wells Fargo phone system where it's you want to shoot yourself. It's far different than that.
Right.
And then there's the, technology that can help us route better to make sure that we can capture more customers in a day by reducing drive time and make sure we get the right technician to the right job so they have the right parts, the right equipment to serve the right customer. So I think there's things that maybe aren't a technology the customer is going to live with long term, but are technologies that help us serve our customers better and create that better customer experience.
Yeah, I mean, as far as technology that the garage door openers have, we've gone through MyQ, we've gone to security, the cameras, the future of garage doors, and how that's all going to be encompassed into one. Not only that, just the technology that we have to serve our clients better. Do you feel like there's anything that we really didn't cover for our clients at home?
I think, the one thing you can rely on us for is keeping our finger on the pulse and always understanding what's next. And, we're pretty in tune to all the major things that are coming. And we always have a glimpse into the future, right? Of saying it's not out yet, but here's what's coming. And we want to start learning that now to understand it so we can provide it to our clients. And, but the technology that exists today is incredible, and it's not being adopted by enough, I think, service providers to get it in the hands of the customer.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's just a mentality thing of, I'm a garage door guy. Why would I put in cameras? Why would I help a customer put in a doorbell? I'm here to fix their garage door. And in our mind, we're here to serve a customer first and foremost, not just service a garage door.
Right.
I think it's just a mentality shift that how we think about things. And there's some other great companies out there as well. And, if you're in a market we're not in, or for some reason you don't want to use us, I would try to find one of those service providers that cares about the customer first. Right? And cares about making sure you know what the options are, you know what technology exists. And if you don't want any of it, no problem. Again, it's our job just to make sure you're aware.
Yeah.
And educate you. And it's your decision whether you want to take advantage or not. But yeah, I think we'll always have a glimpse into what's coming. And I think we pride ourselves on having those relationships with our vendors and our manufacturers at the highest level to ensure that we can know what's coming out and we can educate ourselves first,
Right.
so that we can serve our clients to the highest level.
Yeah, just so we can be experts by the time we provide it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
Luke, brother, thank you so much. I know you're a busy
Absolutely.
guy. You're essentially running the company at this point.
No,
right?
but I'd rather do this. This is fun.
But thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
I love you to death.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.